Hello. Um, just checking in, really. I just wanted to make a video because I haven't made one in a long time. I'm a bit sick today. Not terribly so, but um, it seems audible. Um, yeah, so where am I at? What am I doing? I think one reason that I don't make videos anymore, really, is because one reason I was motivated to make them in the first place was to kind of track my Voltology, and I'm not really interested in that anymore, for a variety of reasons. But, um, and so a lot of my videos were just like random questions, random question generator videos. Another reason is that anytime I might feel like making a video, which happens, it's just kind of like a thing in its own right. I just feel like making a video. Um, I don't really have anything to discuss. I think at best I could kind of just talk about what I've seen happening or what I've been experiencing and like my thoughts on that, but I don't I feel like that wouldn't be particularly interesting. But I don't have any kind of coherent or interesting point to make, for a variety of reasons, really. I'm not interested in like world events and giving a stance on those. Um, and any any kind of point I can make or topic I can talk about, basically, like, it won't be refined enough for my liking. I'll probably change opinions in like 2 weeks. That's just what I do. And so there's like not really a point in it. But I want to make a video and I don't have anything to make it about, so I'm just going to be talking about myself and what I've been up to. Um, yeah, so what have I been up to? Well, yeah, I'm in the Netherlands now. I've been here for about a year now, a little bit short of that. And I've been working for about 7 months now. I like my company, I like my colleagues. Um, my job is like fine. I'm a software engineer. I'm not like passionate about that. I don't even see how that's possible, to be honest, but some people manage it. I'm also not overly invested in the mission, but um, like I don't know if there's any mission I could really get invested in, and that's fine. I just work to make money, but yeah. So I mean, work has been fine. It's been really good, if you consider that I'm just working to make money, then I kind of like ideally it's like I have nice colleagues, I make an okay amount of money, it's not stressful, and I think those three boxes are like more or less ticked. So I'm pretty happy, on the work front. And really, as soon as I started working, um, I kind of like immediately went into this like existential nosedive, and I started reading like Kierkegaard and some kind of like existential philosophy, and that didn't really stick for terribly long. But let's see, what have I been doing? I've been reading about philosophy, um, not a ton. Philosophy is something that kind of eludes me a bit, and the only thing that I'm really interested in are existentialism and metaphysics, um, which I've dip my toes into every now and then. I'm interested in. Oh, let's see. Then I kind of picked up an appreciation for classical music. So I listen to all kinds of music. Um, for a while, I was listening to just like 60s, 70s, 80s music, uh, like like Beatles and Rolling Stones and nice classic stuff. Um, then I also like to listen to like techno. And then also there's like indie kind of pop like Lana Del Rey and stuff, and then now I also listen to every now and then I also like to listen to rap. Some of like older things like Eminem and Dr. Dre, but and then I also recently got into classical music, and what really lured me in was Vivaldi, Four Seasons, because the violin is just this incredibly beautiful sounding instrument, and it was just amazing to hear all these classics for the first time. Like, obviously, it's probably pretty difficult to live your life without really going through hearing these things, but to be open to it and to hear it and to just experience it for the first time is very cool. And I mean, I still love listening to these um, pieces, and they're great. Some other things I like are like I like a lot of violin concertos. There's a really good one by Bach. Other stuff by Vivaldi. Um, Mozart's Requiem is really nice. Um, Canon by Pachelbel is one of my favorite. It's just such a beautiful song. Um, I guess it's actually not a song because a song is singing, so it's a piece. It's a piece of music. Um, yeah, so that was a thing, and I thought about picking up the violin and playing it, but I'm past that now. I don't. I'm content to just listen to it. I don't need to play it. Um, that's fine. Let's see. I've been learning Dutch. There was a big pause on that. I've recently picked it up again because my company is doing lessons, and I had to wait for the longest time to get in on that. um, just because of where I am, it was like not really absolute beginner, but it wasn't intermediate. So I had to wait for the absolute beginners to get a couple months through or something before I could join. Um, but now I'm learning, so that's cool. Um, let's see. There was a period where around Christmas I bought a suit jacket for a Christmas dinner, a very formal one, and then I just started wearing it like every day, and I was like, oh, I feel so professional, and I feel like it helps me work and stuff, and that's also a phase that's done now. I do think I did make a video in the suit about AGI. My current stance on AGI is I don't really care. I mean, I thought it was really cool what O3 was able to do and stuff, and like it is, but I don't care about the definition of AGI, and I think because it's so hard to capture exactly what that looks like, and because it's coming through a machine and not a human, it's not necessarily going to look the same. I think there's a very good chance that we'll only be able to establish when it happened in hindsight. But that's like I'm not married to that stance or anything. Like whatever. Um, let's see. And then I think for the past month or maybe or a couple weeks, I've been getting into more spiritual stuff. So that started out with like spiral dynamics, and then I was kind of looking at the tiers, and they made sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, these are actually really like obvious stages of thought that a person can be in. I don't think they're necessarily in that order, and it's not that one is better than another, but they're like there. And I've been through some of them. So it's like, this is actually pretty cool. I'm not really interested in spiral dynamics anymore, even though I only really got into it like a month ago. Like I said, it's kind of hard for me to make videos on any given topic because it's just changing. All the time, my thoughts are always changing on these things. So I don't really want to say anything because I'll probably not feel the same in a little bit. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel great to do that, so I'm not going to. Let's see. Oh yeah, so then basically, but spiral dynamics opens up this little can of worms where it's like, well, you kind of progress in a way, if you will, to more and more states of awareness, more inclusivity in your thoughts and what you're open to looking at. And it's like the end of all these frameworks is always somewhere very spiritual. And I was like, okay, wait. Really? Like, that's interesting. I'm not sure I agree with that. But here I am. And do I think that? I mean, I don't really want to commit to anything. And I feel like, in my little spiritual arc now, I've said a lot of stupid things that I already don't agree with. So I don't want to dig myself into any holes. But there's certainly some degree of truth to be found in spiritual things. They go into territories that certainly exist. Yeah, and like right now, I'm like in the thick of it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like the answer to life, the universe, and everything, insofar as there is one, will be down a path of like spirituality or enlightenment is kind of like by definition seeking singularly of the truth. And so how could it not be related to truth or where the answer of where truth is? But just looking at my past habits, I wouldn't be shocked if it evolved. But yeah, with this spiritual arc, I kind of been very zen and peaceful, so that's nice. I don't. Things have been changing for me a bit internally, and that's it's been cool, but I don't really want to say too much about it unless anyone is particularly interested. And until I am done with it, or until I'm cemented in something, or until I get where I'm going, basically, wherever I'm going. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. I've just been like, oh, and I picked up old school RuneScape again, and I can't explain why I play the game. I just enjoy having something to kind of do, and it's not engaging. It's not fully engaging, but it's somewhat engaging, and I can do it while I like read books or watch videos, or listen to music. And so I like doing it. Yeah. What else? Yeah. That's it. I mean, in some ways it hasn't been a lot. In other ways, a lot of things have changed, but I don't really feel like going into that because it might just be a blip kind of thing, you know. So instead of like opening that can of worms out to the public, I'm just gonna hold on to it so I don't think, ah, wow, I can't believe I said that a week ago and it's online and now I don't want to take it down. Well, cringe. Um, I'm just gonna save myself all of those thoughts by not. But again, I mean, if you want to know, then ask me. I'll tell you where we're at. But I can't make any like proclamations. Yeah, just just not there right now. So yeah, this is a update, I guess. Okay, well, take care, everyone, and peace.